Hi Scorpios, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing good. It's for all my Scorpios, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, men and women. We're now covering January 24th till the 30th, so we are closing out January pretty soon. And for this week, guys, on the 24th, we have Mars entering Capricorn, and Mars is the planet of action and intention. So our everything involving our passions, motivations, desires, we're doing so in a more practical, logical, realistic way. And Mars is exalted in Capricorn, so we may go to extreme with it, but this can be, as long as you're balanced, it can be good. So this is a great time to get work started, initiate, start projects, or get tough things done, because we're going to have the endurance and the willpower to go through it. You just also want to make sure you don't go too far that you get drained or exhausted or like burnt out. So just have a little bit of a balance, but this is a good time to get through the hard stuff, the tedious work that you don't want to do, studying, working, building, growing, okay? And then on the 26th, we have Mercury still in retrograde, but it's shifting from Aquarius to Capricorn. Lots of Capricorn energies in the sky right now. So the way we're thinking and communicating or expressing ourselves is in a more logical, clear, direct manner, no emotions, no fluff. It's just like, if it doesn't make sense, don't talk to me, don't bring it about it. So you want to make sure that what you're expressing or how you're thinking, you're doing so in a very logical way. You're not mingling too many emotions and stuff, because if not, you're not going to be aligned with the energies. So as much as you can, try to be direct and logical, okay? And then on the 29th, we have Venus in Capricorn going direct. So it was in retrograde. So seeing the reality of the people, places, things we love, whether this was a need or a want, why it worked out, why it didn't, why we didn't get this, and maybe understanding it. And now seeing what I need to do to get this thing, or to make this relationship work, or to have this product, but being realistic about all the things that we love and appreciate. Okay. All right. So we're going to be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. I'll have a link to the extended reading below in the description box as a part 2 continuation if you're interested afterwards. Okay. All right. So my beautiful Scorpios, when it comes to your health, I feel like this is a week where you kind of need to slow down a little bit, or you may feel like you just need a rest. Okay. Maybe you've been doing a lot, or you've been pressuring yourself and overcommitting to too many things, or trying to do too much all at once. And I think when we pile too much on ourselves, we can disappoint ourselves, because we want to do too much and then we're not able to do it, and we're like, like I'm a failure. No, you just needed to tone it down a notch and maybe just rest. So I feel like this week, don't push yourself too hard. Like, get things you need to get done. I'm not saying be a couch potato and not do anything, but make sure you're taking care of your health. Like, you're slowing down, you're resting, you're going to bed at the proper time, sleeping at the proper time, and you're not pushing yourself too much, because then when you're exhausted, you can't really work at your best. You can't be optimal. You can't be the most productive. So you want to make sure that you're also balancing your work, health, and you're resting. But this may be a week where you kind of need to slow down and rest a little bit, or just recuperate. Maybe you were kind of sick. I know a lot of people right now are getting sick, at least around here, I've noticed. So get some time to recuperate. Sometimes it's okay to not do anything. I know sometimes we're used to working and being busy all the time, that when we're not doing something, we're like, oh my God, like I'm being unproductive, I feel weird. But sometimes your body gets sick because it's telling you, hey, you need to slow down, you need to rest. So this may be the week where you kind of just need to chill. You need to slow down a little bit. Okay, nothing wrong with it. All right. When it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, though, you're receiving love and support here. So I don't know, I'm getting some of you could be in the future, or maybe very soon, getting an inheritance, or being part of a trust, or getting part ownership of a business, of a corporation, or of some kind of investments. You could be getting passed down something from family, or someone that considered you to be like family, okay? So you could be getting some kind of fortune like that. It could be small amount or large amount, doesn't matter. But some of you could be receiving a trust, inheritance, or part ownership of something possibly. I also feel like love and support, like you're gaining a lot of attention, or maybe you're being well received in your workspace, or the things that you do, your products, your services, your ideas. Maybe you're receiving assistance, or you have a tutor, someone who's helping you to study, or it just feels like favorable energies here where the people who love you and support you are there for you and they're showing you that they care about you. So I feel like your finances could be doing a lot better, and it's helping that maybe you have people around you that support you and want to help you. Okay, so this is really great. I do see family or like friends or people who love you being involved in what you're doing or helping you, and that is making you feel really grateful, really appreciative. Okay, all right, so and some of you could also be involved in a family business, or maybe you're starting some kind of family business, or you're partnering up with a family member or something like that, possibly. Okay, all right, and I feel like because of that, it's giving you more meaning, and so you're putting more of your like all in your heart into it because it's like meaningful to you. Okay, all right, so when it comes to your love, relationships, and dating, on your side here we have the Hierophant, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and the Four of Cups. All right, so some of you could have Taurus somewhere in your chart, and then on this other side, for this other person, this can be the past, present, or future situation, or all three, all of the above. And yes, it does apply whether you're single, in a relationship, married, divorced, situationship, friends with benefits, you don't know what's going on. It's okay. It's just the energies. It can kind of give you a little bit of an overview. Just take what fits, leave the rest out. No problem. All right. So on this side, we have the King of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, and the Lovers. All right, so as far as who you could be dealing with, definitely could be a Capricorn or an Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Gemini, okay, or another air sign, Aquarius, Libra, but I feel more so like a Capricorn or Gemini energy, but could be any sign, but these could just be the energy this person is embodying or playing out at this time, okay? So I'm getting that there's multiple people, so you could be talking to multiple people, or there's multiple people interested in you or have sparked your interest, but it's like the people that really are like on you and like giving you all this attention and like want to commit to you or want you are the ones you don't want, or you're like nah, I don't really want this person. And the person that you're kind of like waiting around for, or the one you really want, is like almost perfect, but they're not ready to give their all to you. So you're like, gosh, why does this happen to me? But trust me, it happens to everybody. So it's like the person you really want, they're not really ready yet, or they can't give you everything you need for whatever reason. But the people that are like all on you, or like really like you, maybe this has always happened to you in your life, you're like, I don't even want this person, but they're like willing to do like praise the floor I walk on, and I'm like, I don't want this person. I don't know why it always happens that way. So I feel like this is someone who could be older than you, if not by age, maybe by experience level or maturity, or maybe they act older than their age, possibly, even if you guys are the same age or they're younger. But I feel like they're very responsible, maybe really career oriented, or really good at their work, school, their business, their creativity, their work. Someone who's really, I just feel like a go-getter, very action oriented, and very logical, very in their head. They're not the emotional lovey-dovey type. Doesn't mean they can't be, but I just feel like they're very kind of just like, logical, practical, business. This helps them in their career. This has helped them because I feel like they are really great at what they do, or they can be really educated, or they're self-taught, they can be self-made, but I feel like they're really good at what they do and you respect them. They got a lot going on, but this can make them really busy and can make it hard for them to prioritize love and relationships, because their attention goes to their work, their schooling, their craft, their hobbies, that kind of stuff. But I think because of that, this makes them very attractive. Then this makes this person very desirable to other people, okay? I feel like they're very good looking, okay? They could have a beautiful smile, or you love their smile. They could have really nice eyes, or when you look at their eyes, it's just like, ding, you're just like, oh my gosh. Like they could have this like childlikeness about them, even if they are very serious and about their business. There's also something really like, childlike and cute about them that you like. Maybe it's like the way they laugh, or how they sing, or how they express themselves, but I feel like they're a really good communicator. They know how to like bring their thoughts into reality and manifest really well. Okay, I feel like they're really charming, okay, could have a good sense of humor, or again, maybe they're just really lively, good personality. They know how to make people laugh, really, like lighthearted, really good to like easy, friendly person to be around. It's like easy to like them, okay? So they're really likable, and I feel like a lot of people may like this person, or they're very desirable, okay? But the only thing is that they, on the outside, they seem like a full package. They have a great career, they are attractive, they're friendly, easy to talk to. But the only thing is that mentally, they're struggling. You know, maybe they struggle with mental health, or they get really anxious, or, you know, like they struggle with being alone, or when they're alone, when no one's looking, when no one sees them, they're kind of like a different person. Not because they're two-faced or double-faced, but because this is like a side to them that they feel they don't like being vulnerable with people. They don't like to show their struggles. And so they tend to deal with these things, those inner demons and voices behind the scenes. And so there could be something, maybe just that need to always be perfect, to always accomplish things, to always be like successful is what stresses them out, is what kind of makes it really hard for them to just rest, to just chill. So there is something in their life that's making them feel really stuck, or maybe depressed, or like sad, because maybe this person's very successful. Okay, maybe they have a lot of friends, maybe a lot of people know them, but maybe in their personal, like alone time, they don't feel like they have that connection, or someone they could really let in or trust in their life, because maybe it's hard to trust people, or it's hard to really find people they really connect with, like on a personal level, besides business associations, you know, and stuff like that. I feel like mentally, like when you actually get to know this person, you're like, oh man, they do have some issues. Like, dang, I didn't know that was happening with them. So it's not like a deal breaker, but they have things that they're trying to work through. Like maybe they're seeing a counselor or therapist, or they just deal with things that they don't talk about with anyone. But on the outside, they seem like, whoa, perfect. Like, how's this person not already married? How are they not with someone already? They seem to be perfect. And you're like, you know what? I want this person. So you're like waiting for them, or kind of hoping that when they'll be ready soon, and that when they are ready or emotionally, mentally available, that you'll be the first in line. So it's like you don't want to wait for them, but you also do want to wait for them. And it's easy to wait for them when you haven't found anyone that compares to them, or you haven't found anyone that you really like, that sparks your interest. So I kind of feel like that's what's been happening, that like it's not like you're waiting around because you know you shouldn't wait, but you also haven't found anyone that you really like. So it's like, all right, you know, like I haven't found anyone I like, so maybe there's still hope for me and this person. But it feels like communication is kind of like, when it's really good, it's really good. You guys are like talking and hitting it off, and then you'll go through a period where you just don't talk at all. It's like, what? Like, what's going on? It's like sometimes they can act like bipolar. Maybe that's something they struggle with, but it's like very bipolar. Like you guys can be talking, hitting it off, going really good, and then you'll go a period of time when you're not talking. It's like, what happened? Like, did I say something? Like, what's going on? You don't hear from them, or because you don't want to be the first to initiate, you don't want to seem, you know, desperate, like you're thinking about them, but then you also are just kind of sitting, waiting around to hear from them. And you start to feel bored, and then you start to entertain or talk to other people, but these other people you don't even like. And so you just still feel unfulfilled because the person you want is not ready for you, or is not completely there. You want them to be ready, but it's like, you know, you can't force them to be ready. But I do feel like this person really wants to get better, and they do want a relationship. They want to feel loved. They want companionship. It's just that they need maybe some help, or like mentally they need to they're not mentally and spiritually strong at this time. Doesn't mean they can't get there, but I feel like they need some spiritual and mental strength at this time, or some support, some guidance in their life, because maybe career-wise and physically they're thriving, they're doing well, successful, but internally, if you're internally struggling, it makes it hard for you to even like enjoy these things or be happy, you know, and you're like fighting these inner demons that no one knows about, and only you know in your personal time when you're alone behind closed doors and crying, you know, at night, and no one knows about this except you. So I kind of feel that energy here with this person. Okay, so maybe you know about this, or you don't, but there is this like shadow side in them that's struggling, and that's why maybe they tend to detach sometimes and not talk to you, because that's when they start to like struggle and they don't know how to deal with it. So they'd rather just kind of like stop talking than like try to explain when they can't even like explain it to themselves. So it's like, how can they explain it to you? You know, it's kind of complicated, but I think you guys kind of get what I'm saying. If this is like sounds familiar. Okay, so we're gonna dive in deeper in extended to get more information to see where their energy is at. What are they thinking? What are they feeling when it comes to you? What they don't want you to know and maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and then also your advice at the end. So link to the extended will be below. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. We'll continue this on. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. All right, take care, and I wish you guys all the best.